What's up, everybody? My name is Brother Cam, and in this episode of Week 1 Wishlist or Nah, I want to talk about a game that was introduced at this year's Gamescom event called Where Winds Meet. It's an action RPG that appears to be inspired by games such as Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima. According to Inverse, the story of Where Winds Meet is set during the beginning of the Northern Song Dynasty period in China. As a player, you'll be granted the role of a wandering swordsman who will travel across a blended world of historical and fantasy-based settings. Where Winds Meet is being developed by Everstone Games, and I believe it's being published by NetEase, but don't quote me on that just yet. For the record, NetEase does publish games, but I want to do a bit more digging before I confirm that they're publishing this one. At the moment, Where Winds Meet appears to be in development for PC with no clear indication of plans for release on console. Hopefully, as development continues, we'll receive news of it being made available to multiple platforms in the future. Before we delve into my take about Where Winds Meet, let's have a look at the game's trailer. Okay, we got the candlelight cinematics right now. Oh no, not the drunken stumble. So what is this being sang? When there will be no more autumn moon and spring flowers. For me, who had so many memorable hours. He's really drunk. The east wind blew again in my garden last night. How can I bear the cruel memory of bowers and palaces steeped in moonlight? Oh my God, in this village or this town, this place is burning. Carved balustrades and marble steps must still be there. But rosy faces cannot be as fair. I wonder if this particular poem being sung is like giving any insight into like the actual story, if it's just some sort of poetic artistic piece. So if you ask me how much my sorrow has increased, he is drunk. So just see the overbrimming river flowing east. Why do I think that's about blood? Then we got the burning house. That's an unfortunate way to go. Then we got like these kind of like these rosy pink petals. Sometimes that's kind of symbolic of blood being shed. Could be. All right, we got the marketplace. Got a man on a mission. Okay. Local town folks rude, man. We got the local informant here. Giving pertinent intel to our operative here. I really like these. I'm assuming these are in-game graphics, and they're really, really good. I don't know what engine this is, but okay. Looks like we have some potential conflict taking place here. My man's gunning it. What is he running from, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. All right. Did he just springboard off? Bruh. Okay, go back. Looks like we got a selection of arts or abilities here. Abundance, convergence, radiance, laughing waste. Okay. He chose a different skill though. Bruh, what? And then he just hops onto a wagon with a yellow horse. Okay, now we got a different horse. This is a white horse here. So I guess that's going to be the mount that you'll have throughout the game. And out here repelling bears and burning bushes. Bruh, he just burned like a goose out of its home. Yeah, I'd be chasing his ass too. Snow-capped mountains and stuff like that. He must be that's what I think it is. He probably gonna have to like retrieve something rare. Okay, I see the redirection. Okay, so I know this is still early, but this combat is looking impressive for some early footage. At least to me anyway. I see the air bending. I see we got some archery taking place right now. I love bows. Bows are usually like one of my favorite weapons in games like this. Ooh. Okay, looks like we got a boss battle right here with my man with the absurdly reaching pole on here. So wind powers are going to be a consistent element within the game. It is called Wind Winds Meet. I'm not mad at it. Oh, and kind of going back here, I see it did say on the article I read, a combination of historical and fantasy based. This is definitely fantastic everything right here, especially with this transition to some sort of ominous location under the Blood Moon. Oh my gosh. I wonder who she is. Because I saw a lady at the beginning who looked like she could have been singing, but what if it was this woman with the scythe the whole time, though? Okay, we got our hero on the war-torn battlefield. Look at all these husbands and fathers. Dead. Whole bunch of widows back in the village. Then we got our guy, I don't know, probably like one of the residential badasses with Bagheera to his left. His left. Neither one of them looking amused, but steadfast in their resolve. This is Everstone Studio. And that was, yeah, pretty impressive. But let's get back to the video. Multiple sources report that a beta test for Where Winds Meet is scheduled to be conducted around the end of 2022. As of now, it's unclear as to whether this testing event will be open or closed to the public. In any case, I like how this game is shaping to look and play with the various arts, weapons, and abilities put on display within the trailer. I really hope that this game isn't limited to PC, as I think this could be a title that many players can enjoy across multiple platforms. My only concern at this point is the frame rate, which appears to struggle a bit during certain sequences. I know it's still early development, and I'm sure Everstone's going to work that out, but it's still a bit jarring to witness with knowledge of a possible beta coming in the not too distant future. Although the protagonist is described as a wandering swordsman, I was relieved to see that he'll come to possess a selection of weapons throughout the game. The bow was a definite standout item, in addition to what appeared to be a collapsible polearm and possibly even throwing daggers. It's always good to see games like this offer a variety of tools for various missions, as well as choice with how one can approach situations involving multiple enemies. In one scene, I saw our character employ a bit of stealth within a marketplace prior to an engagement, but was able to confidently handle himself against a group in what appeared to be a courtyard shortly after. Throughout various parts of the trailer, we see the wandering swordsman utilize various empty-handed arts and combat techniques. I think it's safe to assume that they'll be tied to some sort of skill progression system, but I still wonder exactly how it'll be presented and play out. As I watched him travel across multiple landscapes, I wonder if he'll be required to gather resources to perform certain actions within the game. Whether it be crafting items, restoring health, or activating some of the arts we saw him use against enemies. I hope to see Everstone answer some of my questions either in a follow-up trailer or some kind of published information. Where Winds Meet is definitely getting a wishlist ad as soon as it becomes available. NetEase has a history of releasing multiple titles to Steam, including Naraka Bladepoint and Super Mecha Champions. Hopefully that trend will continue with this game, as Steam remains my favorite launcher for the PC by a significant margin. I'm going to wrap up the video here, but let me know your thoughts about Everstone's upcoming action RPG, Where Winds Meet. You can chat with me about it in the comments below, or while I'm live on Twitch. Remember to like and share the video, as well as subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new to the channel. For ways to support this content, you can find associated links within the video's description. Until next time, I've been Brother Cam, and this has been a video about Where Winds Meet. Week 1, Wishlist or Nah.